Hilo, the Stoic Quotient. Imagine standing at the edge of a cliff and the world spread out before you do. You step back in fear or spread your wings and soar. Today we forge the iron will that turns boys into men. This is your hero's journey. Welcome to the man's path, gentlemen. Welcome to the man's path. Today we're diving deep into what it truly means to be a man in today's world. It's a question that's plagued societies for millennia, but today we're cutting through the noise. We're not here to conform to society's ever-changing expectations. We're here to uncover timeless truths about duty, strength, and wisdom. We'll be drawing wisdom from the Stoic philosophers, men who thousands of years ago grappled with the same questions we face today. Their insights have guided emperors, warriors, and leaders throughout history. But make no mistake, this isn't a history lesson. This is about you right here, right now. By the end of our journey today, you'll understand your path as a man better. You'll be equipped with practical wisdom to face life's challenges head on. So are you ready to step into your power? Let's begin Chapter 1, The Forge of Adversity. The Forge of Adversity. Just as this molten metal is shaped by intense heat and pressure, a man's character is forged in the fires of adversity. Being a good man is easy when life is smooth sailing, but your true metal that's revealed when you're up against the ropes. Take Marcus Aurelius, one of Rome's greatest emperors. During his reign, the empire was ravaged by the Antonine Plague. Millions died, the economy crumbled. Yet in the face of this catastrophe, Marcus wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." Marcus understood a fundamental truth. We can't control what happens to us, but we have absolute control over how we respond. When you face a challenge, do you crumble like a house of cards, or stand firm like a mountain? The choice is yours, and that choice defines you as a man. But here's the kicker, gents. Adversity isn't just something to endure, it's an opportunity. Every challenge you face is a chance to grow stronger and become more resilient and capable. So the next time life throws you a curveball, remember this: you're not being punished, you're being initiated. Embrace the challenge, learn from it, grow through it. Because on the other side of that struggle, that's where you'll find the man you're meant to be. Now that we understand how adversity shapes us, let's explore the core virtues that define true manhood, the pillars of Chapter 2, the pillars of manhood. Manhood, gentlemen. If manhood were a temple, it would stand on 4 unshakable pillars. These aren't just abstract concepts, they are the load-bearing walls of your character. First, we have courage, not the absence of fear, but the will to act despite it. It's stepping into the arena of life knowing you might get knocked down, but being willing to get back up every single time. It's the firefighter charging into a burning building when every instinct screams to run the other way. It's you facing your fears head on. Whether that's asking for a promotion, standing up for what's right, or admitting when you're wrong. Next is integrity. This is the alignment between your words and your actions. It's doing the right thing even when no one's watching. As Marcus Aurelius said, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Your integrity is your word made flesh. It's the promise you keep to yourself about who you are and what you stand for. The third pillar is resilience. Life will knock you down. That's a guarantee. Resilience is your ability to get back up, dust yourself off, and keep moving forward. It's the athlete who suffers a career-threatening injury, endures months of grueling rehabilitation, and comes back stronger than ever. It's you facing setbacks and failures not as endpoints, but as stepping stones to your goals. Finally, we have compassion. Some might be surprised to see this here, but make no mistake, compassion is strength, not weakness. It's the power to see the humanity in others, lend a hand to those in need, and be a pillar of support for your loved ones. As Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, said, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness, courage, integrity, resilience, and compassion." These are the pillars of manhood. They're not innate, they're skills to be developed, muscles to be strengthened. So ask yourself, how solid are your pillars? Which ones need reinforcing? Remember, true strength isn't about dominating others, but mastering yourself, the first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself. Plato. In the coming chapters, we'll explore practical ways to strengthen each of these pillars. But for now, take a moment to reflect on these 4 virtues. How can you embody them more fully in your daily life? Now that we've laid the foundation of manhood, let's dive into the art of self-mastery. The art of self-mastery, Chapter 3. The art of self-mastery, gentlemen. Welcome to the ultimate battlefield, the one between your ears. The art of self-mastery is the key to unlocking your full potential. As a man, the Stoic philosopher Epicurus once said, No man is free who is not master of himself. Think about that for a moment. You can have all the money and all the power in the world, but if you can't control your thoughts and actions, are you truly free? Self-mastery is about taking the reins of your life. It's about responding rather than reacting. It's the difference between being a leaf blown about by the wind and being the tree that stands firm against the storm. But here's the thing, self-mastery isn't about suppressing your emotions or denying your desires. It's about understanding, channeling, and using them as fuel rather than letting them use you. One of the most powerful tools in pursuing self-mastery is understanding what Epictetus called the dichotomy of control. Here's how it works. Imagine two circles. One is inner and the other is outer. In this inner circle, we have things we can directly control: our thoughts, our actions, our responses to events. And in this outer circle, we have everything else: other people's actions, the weather, the economy, the past. True self-mastery comes from focusing your energy on that inner circle. You can't control whether you get stuck in traffic, but you can control how you respond to it. You can't control whether someone insults you, but you can control whether you let it ruin your day. So how do we develop this self-mastery? It starts with mindfulness. Take a few minutes each day to sit quietly and observe your thoughts. Don't judge or try to change them. Watch them come and go. Next, keep a journal at the end of each day. Reflect on your actions. Where did you exercise self-control? Where did you let your emotions get the better of you? What can you improve tomorrow? Practice delayed gratification. Next time you're about to indulge in something, whether it's a drink, a purchase, or even checking your phone, pause. Ask yourself, do I really need this right now? Sometimes the answer will be yes, and that's fine, but often you'll find you can do without it. He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior. Confucius. Remember, self-mastery is a lifelong journey. You won't achieve it overnight, but every time you choose discipline over impulse and respond with reason rather than emotion, you're taking a step on that journey. So gentlemen, I challenge you for the next week. Focus on your circle of control. When something frustrates you, ask yourself, is this something I can control? If not, let it go. If it is, take action. You'll be amazed at how this simple shift can transform your life. The Warriors, Chapter 4, The Warrior's Mind. Mind, gentlemen, in ancient times, a warrior's greatest weapon wasn't his sword or his shield, it was his mind. Today we're not facing enemies on the battlefield, but we're still warriors in our own right. Our battles are fought in boardrooms, relationships, and most importantly within ourselves. The warrior's mind is about developing mental toughness. It's about standing firm when life tries to knock you down. It's about pushing forward when every fiber of your being screams to give up. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher who began life as an enslaved person and ended it as one of the most respected teachers in Rome, said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This is the essence of the warrior's mind. You can't always control your circumstances, but you can always control your response. So how do we cultivate this mental toughness? Let me share 3 key strategies with you. First, embrace discomfort. Growth happens outside your comfort zone. Start small, take cold showers, fast for a day, and push yourself harder. In your workouts, train your mind to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Remember, discomfort is temporary, but the strength you gain lasts forever. Second, visualize success. Before any challenging situation, take a moment to close your eyes and see yourself succeeding. This isn't wishful thinking, it's mental rehearsal. Athletes, soldiers, and top performers in every field use this technique. Your mind can't always distinguish between vivid visualization and reality. Use this to your advantage. Third, reframe challenges. Every obstacle is an opportunity in disguise. Lost your job? It's a chance to pursue your passion. Relationship ended? It's an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. Take inspiration from Cato the Younger, a Roman statesman known for his unwavering principles. When faced with the collapse of the Roman Republic, he didn't see defeat. He saw a chance to stand for his values. Even in the face of overwhelming odds, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Marcus Aurelius. This quote from Marcus Aurelius sums it up perfectly. The obstacle isn't in your way, it is the way. Developing the warrior's mind isn't about being fearless. It's about feeling the fear and pushing forward anyway. It's about viewing life's challenges not as burdens, but as opportunities to prove your mettle. So the next time you face a daunting task, a difficult conversation, or a personal setback, remember, you have the mind of a warrior. You have the strength to face any challenge you have, the power to turn obstacles into opportunities. The Gentleman's Code, Chapter 5. The Gentleman's Code. Gentlemen, we forge the warrior's mind, but true strength isn't just about conquering challenges. It's about how we carry Ourselves in victory and defeat. Enter the gentleman's code, the art of balancing power with grace and strength with respect in today's world. Being a gentleman might seem old-fashioned, but make no mistake, it's more crucial. Now than ever, it's about having the strength to be kind, the courage to be vulnerable, and the wisdom to know when to stand firm and when to yield. At the core of the gentleman's code is respect for others and for yourself. Confucius said, respect yourself and others will respect you. It's a simple principle, but the foundation of all positive relationships. Respect isn't just about grand gestures. It's in the small things: holding a door, listening attentively, keeping your word. These small acts of courtesy aren't signs of weakness. They're displays of strength and self-assurance. Next, we have honor. Honor isn't just an abstract concept. It's a practical guide for decision-making when faced with a tough choice. Ask yourself, is this honorable? Would I be proud to have my actions known? Consider Cincinnatus, a Roman statesman. Twice he was given absolute power to save Rome from crisis. Both times he voluntarily relinquished that power once the job was done. That's honor in action. But being a gentleman doesn't mean being a pushover. It's about being assertive without being aggressive. It's standing up for what's right, speaking your truth, but doing so with respect and dignity. When you disagree with someone, attack the idea, not the person. Use I statements to express your feelings without blaming them. I feel frustrated when is much more effective than you always. The true gentleman is subtly poised between an inner toughness and outward reserve. Paul Fussell. This balance is key. You can be strong without being harsh and confident without being arrogant. And here's a truth many miss. It takes strength to admit you're wrong. A true gentleman isn't afraid to apologize, to show vulnerability. It's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of integrity and self-awareness. The gentleman's code isn't about adhering to outdated rules of etiquette. It's about being the best version of yourself, treating others with respect, and navigating the world with honor and dignity. So, I challenge you in your interactions this week, consciously OD the gentleman's code. Be respectful, even to those who may not deserve it. Stand firm in your principles, but be open to other perspectives. Be the man others look up to, not because they fear you, but because they respect you. The legacy. Chapter 6. The Legacy Builder. Builder, we've come to our final chapter. We forged our character, honed our minds, and refined our conduct. Now it's time to look beyond ourselves and consider the mark we'll leave on this world. This is where we become legacy builders. What we do now echoes in eternity. Marcus Aurelius. These words from Marcus Aurelius remind us that our actions today shape the world of tomorrow. Your legacy isn't just what you leave behind when you're gone. It's the impact you make every single day. But here's the thing about legacy. It's not about glory or recognition. It's about contribution. It's about improving the world because you are in it. Think about legacy in 3 expanding circles: family, community, and society. First, family. This is where your legacy begins. It's in the values you instill in your children, the support you provide to your partner, and the respect you show your parents. It's in the moments of laughter, the shoulders offered in times of tears, the traditions you create and uphold. Next, we have community. This is where you extend your influence beyond your immediate circle. Volunteer at a local charity, mentor a young person, be active in your neighborhood. Small acts of service can create ripples that extend far beyond what you can see. Finally, society. This might seem daunting, but global change starts with individual action. Support causes you to believe and use your skills to solve problems. Stand up for what's right, even when it's not popular. Consider again the story of Cincinnatus. He didn't seek power or glory. He simply answered the call of duty when his society needed him. And in doing so, he left a legacy that we still talk about today, thousands of years later. Building a legacy isn't about grand heroic gestures. It's about consistent positive action over time. It's about living your values every day, in every interaction. There's a proverb that says a society grows great when old men plant trees whose shade they know they shall never sit in. This is the essence of legacy thinking. It's about creating value that extends beyond your own life. So I challenge you, think about the legacy you want to leave. How do you want to be remembered? What mark do you want to make on the world? Then start living that legacy today. Be the man you want to be remembered as. The true meaning of life is to plant trees under whose shade you do not expect to sit. Nelson Henderson. Remember, every interaction is a chance to build your legacy. Every choice is a brick in the monument of your life. Build it with intention, build it with purpose, build it to last. Gentlemen, we've come to the end of our journey, but in many ways, this is just the beginning. We've explored the forge of adversity, The pillars of manhood, the art of self-mastery, the warrior's mind, the gentleman's code, and the path of the legacy builder. We've learned that true strength comes not from dominating others, but from mastering ourselves. We've seen that courage isn't the absence of fear, but the willingness to act. Despite it, we've discovered that respect and honor are not outdated concepts, but timeless principles that guide us towards our best selves. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. Mahatma Gandhi. This quote encapsulates everything we've discussed today. Your duty as a man isn't just to exist in the world, but to actively shape it for the better. So what now? I challenge you to reflect on what you've learned today. Today, ask yourself: 1. How can I embrace adversity as an opportunity for growth? 2. Which of the 4 pillars of manhood do I need to strengthen? 3. How can I practice self-mastery in my daily life? 4. Where can I apply the warrior's mind to overcome my challenges? 5. How can I better embody the gentleman's code in my interactions? 6. What legacy do I want to build starting today? These aren't just rhetorical questions. Take the time to answer them. Write down your thoughts, create an action plan. Remember, being a man isn't about fitting into someone else's mold. It's about becoming the best version of yourself and using that strength to impact the world positively. Thank you for joining me on the man's path. I hope you found value in our journey together. If you have, please like this video and share it with someone who might benefit. In the comments below, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What resonated with you? What challenges are you facing in your journey as a man? And if you're hungry for more, stay tuned. Our next video will dive deeper into practical strategies for building resilience in adversity. Until then, stand tall, stay strong, and never stop growing.